President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s kinder, gentler, and recalibrated approach to the narcotics menace at home took front and center as Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla redefined the government's policy to his audience and foreign counterparts in the 51st session of the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, Switzerland. Something that did not sit well with the human rights advocates and watchdogs here at home, as we hear more from our Mela Las Moras.
During a dialogue on the country's human rights status at the 51st session of the United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva, Switzerland, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla highlighted the Philippines, under the leadership of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., is in the midst of transformational reform of its justice and law enforcement sectors to strengthen human rights protection in the country.
We are on a new pathway towards an inclusive and empowering ecosystem of social justice. President Marcos is a consensus builder and has a deeply human approach to law enforcement and the anti-illegal drug campaign.
On the government's anti-illegal drugs campaign, Secretary Remulla said President Marcos Jr. has refocused its direction with a goal to mainly punish the masterminds and big fishes instead of small-time users, assist the victims and place them in rehabilitation if need be. The chief executive also reminded the Philippine National Police that the use of force must always be reasonable and it should be only utilized when necessary. Meanwhile, on other programs of the DOJ, Secretary Remulla has stated that real justice in real time is what they vow to deliver to Filipinos. And even in its reformation of the state of penology, the Justice Department is stepping up its measures to decongest prison facilities with a goal to release 5,000 inmates by June 2023.
At the Department of Justice, we are serious about human rights. We will continue to engage constructively with member states, the United Nations, and various stakeholders on human rights within the parameters of our own reality and institutions.
UN member states who participated in the event acknowledged the Philippines' constructive engagement with the international community on human rights. But back here in the Philippines, some groups are still dismayed and can't get over Secretary Remulla's report. However, in her response, Public Attorney's Office Chief Persida Acosta said at the Laging Handa program,
"We are all entitled to our own opinion, but at the Public Attorney's Office, we will work hard to prove that there is rule of law and justice in our country."
Also, the PAO said on October 25, the government is set for another mass release of persons deprived of liberty nationwide. Mela Las Moras for The Nation.